So in this video, we're going to walk you step by step on exactly how to go ahead and build AI voice agents inside of GoHighLevel specifically, but the same protocols can be applied when building it out inside of any platform. Now, if you watch this video till the end, we're going to walk you step by step, and at the very end, we're going to go ahead and demo the actual agent that we go ahead and build out. So I hope you find this video valuable, and if you want other videos related to AI voice agents, how to build them out, how do they work, there's going to be links down below to other videos on the channel. Hope you get some value, and let's go ahead and get into the training. So in order to create a voice agent inside of GoHighLevel, or really any platform for that matter, you're going to essentially need three things. The first is going to be the knowledge base, followed by the prompt, followed by the call to action. And we're going to go over all of those in detail. Now, the way I've structured this call is, first of all, I'm going to go ahead and show you an actual demo of a made-up company that we have created. So here it's called Sarah's Dental. I'm going to call the voice agent to show you exactly what this will sound like and how we'll be able to answer questions and book a meeting directly. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go over this document and show you how to go ahead and create a voice agent. And we're going to go ahead and create a voice agent for another made-up company that's going to be called Dylan's Auto Wholesale. So we'll show you exactly how we're going to put the knowledge base together. We'll show you how we're going to go ahead and put the prompt together. And then we'll actually go inside of GoHighLevel and build this out step by step, okay? So the first thing is calling this agent and giving you an idea of what this looks like before we start building it. I'm gonna go ahead and input my number in here. And again, this is going to be a demo of an agent that we already have built out. I'm gonna show you exactly how we're gonna build a new one again for a company called Dylan's Auto Wholesale. So right now we're calling the agent. You can see here we're calling it, and any second now I should get a call. Just keep in mind this is going to be a test call. So this agent is not as fine-tuned as I would like it to be, but nonetheless it will give you an idea of how this call would go. So we got the call right here. So we're gonna go ahead and answer. And I'm just gonna pull this page up just to show you this is the business overview for this example that we're calling.
How can I help you today?
Yeah, do you guys offer teeth whitening?
Yes, we do offer teeth whitening as part of our cosmetic dentistry services. Would you like more information or to schedule an appointment?
I would like to know, do you guys accept insurance?
Yes, we accept most major health insurance plans. If you want to confirm your specific provider, I recommend calling our office directly. Anything else you'd like to know?
Yeah, I would like to schedule an appointment, but first of all, I want to see if you guys have any private parking available. I know you guys are on Martin Luther King Drive, and it can be a little bit busy down there. So do you guys have private parking available for patients?
Yes, we do provide private parking for all our patients. It makes things a bit easier in the busy area. Would you like to go ahead and book an appointment now?
Yes, let's please go ahead and book an appointment.
Great. Could you please provide your full name, preferred date, and time for the appointment, phone number, and the reason for your visit?
The name is going to be MJ. I would like to come in tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. And my phone number is going to be 415-286-1234. And I will be coming in for teeth whitening. Okay, so the call ended before we could actually go ahead and get confirmation. But nonetheless, I think you get the idea now on exactly how this would work. And we're actually going to go ahead and, again, build out a voice agent and show you exactly what that looks like. Okay, we're going to go ahead and build it out from scratch. So the first thing we need to go over is the knowledge base. So this is essentially the information about your business that the AI agent will use to respond accurately. You can think of this as the agent's brain. It knows what you tell it. So for example, in our made-up company here, Sarah's Dental Care that we just called, we added some information. So you can see here we have the name, the location, the hours, we have the different services. And I asked, do you guys do teeth whitening, right? So it understood that they offer teeth whitening and how to respond. We added additional information here, and then there's some FAQs. This is essentially a knowledge base. Now, I'm going to provide you guys down below a link to a ChatGPT prompt that we have put together. And if you are creating a demo voice agent to showcase to maybe some potential clients, you can use this exact ChatGPT prompt, okay? Throw this into ChatGPT, and what you will need is to just provide it some context. So here we have a step-by-step process on exactly how to go ahead and use this ChatGPT prompt. So number one, you're going to define the role. Number two, you're going to list out the core skills. Number three, you're going to go ahead and define the rules or boundaries. And then number 4, map out the call flow interaction steps. And again, here you have a checklist. So you can use this ChatGPT prompt to go ahead and create a knowledge base like the one that we are going to create for, again, Dylan's Auto Wholesale. You can see here, this is the knowledge base. Nonetheless, one thing I should know is that if you are a business owner, you're building this for a business owner, you can go ahead and actually upload the website of the business, and you can use that as the knowledge base. So for example, in our case, we are using the example of Dylan's Auto Wholesale. So probably Dylan's Auto Wholesale, they have a website which lists all their inventory. So maybe we can upload that. We probably want to include the FAQ page that actually answers all the questions, such as the business type, the different services, the hours, and their location. So you don't have to create a Google document. I'm doing that for the purposes of this video. And again, if you want to do that, we have a ChatGPT prompt here that you will be able to go ahead and copy, throw into ChatGPT, and it will go ahead and define it for you. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is actually for the prompt. What we want to do first is get a knowledge base. So the knowledge base, we want to go ahead and do that first. So to do that, you can simply come in here and you can go ahead and type, create me a knowledge base for a company called, let's say, Dylan's Auto Wholesale, using the following information. I already have the knowledge base created. Okay, so I have the knowledge base here, but ideally here you would go ahead and list out the things about this company. So for example, you want to add obviously the name, the business type, the services, their operating hours, location, maybe add a link to their available inventory. But if you go ahead and add this into ChatGPT, let's just go ahead and just say this without saying the following information. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Maybe add some context, knowledge base for an AI voice agent. And I just want to, again, just simple, like we're not providing any context. I want to show you how this will still be able to go ahead and provide you a knowledge base. So imagine if you actually give it some more information. So here you go, you can see here, it added the information, all right? And what's cool is that it added some input. So here, insert address, insert phone number, insert website. So you can literally take this exact prompt. Again, this is if you're doing like a demo, you can take this exact prompt and paste this. You could use this exact prompt right here if you're creating a demo to showcase to a client. Nonetheless, that's the actual knowledge base. So this is the knowledge base that we're gonna use, and we're gonna go ahead and upload that inside of the software, okay, GoHighLevel. Now, let's go back to this. Now that we understand the knowledge base, the following thing is gonna be the prompt. So this is the blueprint for how the agent should behave and interact with callers. An example can be, should sound professional or casual, should it hand off to a human, so on and so forth. So we already spoke about the prompt briefly here. You can see this is the exact prompt that we're gonna go ahead and build out for the voice agent right now. And this ChatGPT prompt will show you exactly how to go ahead and build the prompt. So master prompt for ChatGPT. Here it says, you are a prompt engineer, help me generate a fully detailed prompt for an AI voice agent based on the following things. So here we would add role, we would go ahead and add this, and then we would simply just go ahead and paste that into ChatGPT just like we did here. Now, what you can also do to save yourself the trouble, or if you don't want to use this prompt, I can literally go back here into ChatGPT and I can say, now create me a prompt for an AI voice agent using this knowledge base. Okay, so it provided us the knowledge base. We're going to show you how you can go ahead and create a prompt simply from this directly. So here it says, here's already prompt. You can see here, you're an expert conversational designer using the knowledge base. The goal is to greet the customer, identify their intent, ask qualifying questions, voice agent name, the tone, friendly, clear, confident. Limitations, don't guess prices or availability, always offer to connect them with someone. Fallback rule, if unsure about a question and is out of scope, offer a team member to follow up. So this is a prompt, okay? And the prompt, again, is going to allow the voice agent to conduct itself in a certain manner. And that's essentially what this is right here, okay? And we already have a prompt, again, that we were going to use. If you want to see exactly what that looks like, here it says you're a friendly professional AI voice agent named Julie, working for Dylan Auto Wholesale, used car dealership on Market Street. We added the company references here. We added some inventory And then we added the goals, the booking instructions, and if unsure, do this, and then a closing statement is thank you for calling Dylan's Auto Wholesale. So that is going to be the prompt, and then you have the CTA and destination. So this is the goal or the action that you want the AI agent to complete. Do you want them to book a call on the calendar? I know when I was showing you guys the example for Sarah's Dental, conversation was actually cut short, but you could actually connect this to a calendar. You can have them schedule a meeting, you can capture the lead information, or you can reroute it to a human. So you're going to need to tell the voice agent what exactly it wants to do, and that's going to be for the CTA destination. Additional things to keep in mind that we kind of hinted at is you can use an existing client website or document as the knowledge base. So again, if you have a website that has information about the business, you can use that as the knowledge base. When it comes to your prompt, you should have it be tailored to the business type and what the client wants, i.e. the want to schedule a call or directly escalate it to a human. So your prompt needs to be contextual to what the outcome that business needs. So depending on what it needs, you need to make sure you add that in the prompt. Over here, it says you can also connect a calendar. So you can also connect a calendar, Zoom, Google Meet, and fully automate the booking process. So if you are booking someone on your calendar and you're gonna have, let's say, a Zoom meeting, you can go ahead and make sure you have that connected so that you can have that automation sent out, which leads us to the next point is that you can integrate CRM like GoHighLevel to trigger all this stuff, the email and SMS follow-up, the lead scoring and tagging and workflow automations. We're not gonna go over that in this video, but you could totally do that. If you guys wanna see a video of me breaking all that down, I'm more than happy to do so. So in this example, we create a AI demo agent for a made-up company called Dylan's Auto Wholesale. We're gonna use this Google Docs here as our knowledge base and upload it to GoHighLevel for the exact voice agent to use. So how to create the knowledge base. Again, this document is gonna be down below. You can see here what you do, sell cars, offer consignment, current inventory, and then how we created the AI prompt. So to create the knowledge base, first of all, there's gonna be a link here to the AI voice knowledge prompt that we're gonna use right now. And then how we created this prompt. In this example, we took this prompt, so we just said, take this and write an AI prompt using it. So that's literally what we typed here. We created the knowledge base and then said, hey, create me a prompt for the AI voice agent. So if we go back to here, you can use, again, this master ChatGPT prompt right here, okay, to go ahead and put together both the prompt and the knowledge base, all right? So now let's actually go ahead and build this out, okay? Let's go ahead and go high level and build this out. So when you go to go high level, you're gonna click on voice agents here, and then we're gonna click on create new agent. And once we click that, we're gonna do a few things. The first is to give this agent a name. So in this case, let's go ahead and call her Julie. So Julie is the name. For the business, we're gonna go ahead and use this company that we made up here, Dylan's Auto Wholesale. So we'll come back in here and we will say Dylan's Auto Wholesale is the business name. The language is English, and then here you have different voices. So we can have a look at a few. So here we have, let's say this one, it's recommended. Let's play it, see how it sounds.
In the stillness of contemplation, the universe whispers its secrets, waiting only for a heart that is open enough to listen.
So you can see it's like a dark, deep voice, if you will. We got Donovan. Let's hear how he sounds.
Donovan's deep voice is the sound of articulate authority, but he also feels deeply and takes care of the people he loves.
Let's go ahead and look at Hope, and I think we're going to use Hope since we named our agent Julie, and it's going to be a female answering.
Okay, so this might sound silly, but I just got this weird sparkly feeling in my chest, and I think I'm actually falling in love.
Okay, Hope. She's fallen in love. So we're going to go ahead and use Hope, okay? And then over here you have the time zone. And then in terms of the direction, is this inbound or outbound? This is obviously going to be an inbound. And then here's the initial message. So this is when you first call. What do you want the agent to say? So in this case, we're going to go ahead and update this to make it contextual to our business. So, hey, you have reached Dylan's Auto Wholesale. Let's go ahead and say, this is Julie. How can I help you? Okay, so this is going to be how the initial message is going to be greeted, how we're going to be greeted by the AI voice agent. So once we have that, we're going to go ahead and click next. And over here is where we do a few things. So first of all, you need to add the knowledge base. So if you don't have the knowledge base, if you don't have an existing knowledge base, you need to create a new one. which we're going to do shortly. And then here's a few other things. So this is the details to collect. So you want to select the fields that you want the agent to gather information for the contact. So in this example, we're just going to do the name and actually we're just going to do the name because I don't want it to ask me for a bunch of stuff, and you know, this video is longer than it needs to be. But you need to understand that if you are building this for a client, you maybe want the email, maybe you want the contact issue. I'm not sure about the address, maybe depending on the type of business, you would want that. Okay, but nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and choose that. And then here you can click trigger workflow when completed. So if you guys recall back here, we mentioned that you can connect this to something like, to GoHighLevel directly. And you can have certain workflows in there. And depending on how the call goes or what happens, you can add it to a pipeline. You can initiate email and SMS follow-up. You can add lead scoring and tagging, so on and so forth. So if you're doing any of that, you're going to go ahead and click this, which most likely if you probably are going to be doing that. We're not going to do that in this video. Here it says receive email notifications post call completion. So if you want to receive an email, click this and it'll say this call has been completed. And then this basically just says who do you want to give access to. So if you have multiple people on your accounts, you can give access to certain people. So we'll keep all that as is. And now we're going to go ahead and create the new knowledge base. So in here, you can see we have 3 existing knowledge base. So we need to create a new one. So we're going to go ahead and click on, let's actually switch to advanced mode first. So when we click switch to advanced mode, the only thing that changes is over here, we have the prompt here. And then here we have certain actions. So define the agent's actions for the goal. These are specific to the task the agent will perform. So you can add certain actions here. Okay, but we're just going to focus on the knowledge base and the prompt. So first of all, let's have a look at the prompt. So we're going to go back here and we're just going to copy this prompt since we already showed you how to come up with the new prompt. But nonetheless, we're just going to go ahead and copy this. So we'll go ahead and copy it from here. And then we will go ahead and paste that inside of GoHighLevel. So first of all, let's delete this and then paste. And you can see here it says no emojis are allowed. So we're just going to remove these emojis here. And if you are building this for a business, if you're someone that's considering starting to sell these for businesses, I would highly recommend that you create at least 1, 2, 3, even 5, because you want to make sure that you know how to create it before you go out there and sell it. Even if you're delegating this to someone else, you should at least play around with it so that you have more context on how it works. And hopefully this video is going to show you exactly how to do all that. So we went ahead and copied the prompt. So our prompt is done. And again, that's this prompt here. You can go ahead and use this ChatGPT prompt here to generate a prompt. So now let's go back to here and get a new, create a new knowledge base. So we'll click on create new and it redirected us to here. We have these 3. And we're going to go ahead and click on create new knowledge base. We'll give it a name. We're going to title this Dylan's Auto Wholesale. Go back in here and title this. You can add a description here. So we'll just say knowledge base for Dylan's Auto Wholesale and then click create. Now, if you recall, I said that you can go ahead and upload a website. You can add FAQs in here. You can add tables, but we're going to go ahead and do the website crawler. Now, what's cool is that you could actually just upload a document instead of an actual website. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So once we have the knowledge base created, which we just showed you how to do so, we're going to go ahead and click on file and then click on share and just make sure that this is public, at least to view. Copy, done. And then we'll go back here into GoHighLevel. We'll click on source and then we'll click on web crawler. And then here you can see it says exact URL. We're going to go ahead and copy that in here and click extract data. So now what's going to happen is it's going to go ahead and fetch all of these pages. Now it's only one page, but if you upload, for example, a site, let's say we had Dylan's Auto Wholesale .com and there's 100 pages, it's going to generate all the 100 pages and then you're going to be able to choose which page you would like to go ahead and use. So you probably want to use, let's say, about us page, maybe the inventory page, maybe the home page. So you can choose exactly which one you want. And in this case, it's only going to be one page. And as you can see here, it is completed. So the status says that it's trained and you can see our AI voice agent for Dylan. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back and then we're going to go to the voice agent here inside voice agent AI. We're going to go back to, we actually titled this Sarah Dental. Did we title this Sarah Dental? Let's see, which one did we just do? I believe it's this one, no. So I don't think it saved, okay? So it didn't save. So we're gonna need to create this again, guys, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. So let's click on create agent. It's great that this happened. One thing you should keep in mind is create the knowledge base first and then create the agent so that this doesn't happen. So we're gonna go ahead and do this again. We're gonna type in Julie here. And then for the company, we're gonna go ahead and type in Dylan's Auto Wholesale. And then here, we're gonna go ahead and use Hope as the voice. This is gonna be an inbound, and then over here it says, hey, you have reached. So we'll click next. And then here we have the name, so we're gonna say create the name. Let's actually switch it to advanced. And we'll first of all, go ahead and copy the prompt again. So we'll copy this prompt. Go ahead and delete this and then paste that in here. We'll remove the emojis. So the prompt is done. And last thing we need to do is select the knowledge base. So you can see here, it didn't register the knowledge base for some reason. So let's just copy this and let's refresh the page again. Sometimes it might still be populating. So hopefully it's finished populating now. So we're gonna refresh the page, knowledge base, and now you can see here Dylan's Auto Wholesale. So we have that in here. We're gonna click on switch to advanced mode. So it looks like we're gonna need to add the prompt again, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and go to the prompt again, copy it. We'll go ahead and paste that in here. Awesome, so we went ahead and finished that. So we have the prompt, we have the knowledge base. So now we're gonna go ahead and click next. Awesome, so now you can see here, it is completed. So if you are going to, let's say, embed this on a website. So you're gonna, let's say, create a demo site, which we have, by the way. There's gonna be a snapshot down below for a snapshot with a voice agent and everything built out called True Form Renovations. You can go ahead and use the same exact snapshot. You're gonna have the website completed. You're also going to have the voice agent completed, and you can literally use that as a demo to show to potential customers. That's gonna be linked down below, the entire snapshot, and you can get that absolutely free. So when you do that, you need to connect the phone number. So in this case, you would choose a phone number. So we're gonna go ahead and let's say choose this right here. And then now we can test the agent. So now, as we did the example in the beginning of the video where we called the Sarah Dental Care, we're gonna go ahead and call this agent, and this is going to be the one that we just created. So let's go ahead and dial it, and we will go ahead and ask it some questions and have you have a listen to how this works. So let's give it a few seconds. All right, so it's calling us right now. We're gonna go ahead and answer. Okay, so it looks like we didn't hit save. So we clicked save now, and now we're gonna go ahead and test call it. So we'll give it a few seconds to go ahead and call again. All right, so let's go ahead and answer and put this on speaker.
Hey, how can I help you today?
Hi, I'm looking to inquire about a vehicle that you guys have.
Sure thing. Could you let me know which vehicle you're interested in? We've got a few options available.
Do you guys have any BMWs in inventory?
Yes, we do. We have a BMW 330i from 2022 in blue with a 4-cylinder turbo engine. Would you like to know more about it, or maybe schedule a visit to see it in person?
Yeah, so I actually have a BMW myself, and I wanted to see if you guys offer car consignment and maybe have you guys sell it on my behalf.
Absolutely. We do offer car consignment services. You bring in your BMW and we'll sell it for you. We charge a 5% fee of the final sale price. Would you like to schedule a time to drop off your car?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that actually. Can we do it tomorrow, 12:30 p.m.?
Great. I'll pencil you in for tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Could I get your full name and phone number to confirm the appointment?
Yeah, my name is going to be MJ, and my phone number is going to be 415-286-1234.
Thanks, MJ. I've got you down for tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Someone from our team will follow up to confirm the details. Anything else I can help with?
Yeah, actually, what is you guys' address so I can see you guys tomorrow?
We're located at 1 Market Street, San Francisco. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Anything else on your mind?
That'll be it. Thank you, Julie. See you guys tomorrow.
You're welcome, MJ. See you tomorrow. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. All right, so that's in demo, okay? So you can see it literally took us probably like 15 minutes to create this voice agent. And of course, it could be better. It can sound better. And, you can create it on other platforms like Retell and Vapi. But hopefully this gives you an idea of like the potential that you can go ahead and do here within GoHighLevel. And honestly, there's a lot more that we can do. But for the purposes of this demo, I think that should be suffice. So again, once you're done with the call, it'll tell you the call duration. It tells you the status. You can look at the exact transcript as we have mentioned, and you can also listen to the call recording. We can go ahead and listen to the call recording. It looks like it haven't saved yet, but you can listen back to it. And then you can see the summary. So it says the user inquired about a BMW and a car consignment services. An appointment was scheduled. The user will drop off the car for consignment. The agent provided the dealership's address and confirmed the appointment details. So you can see how valuable this is, not only for car dealerships like in this example, but for any business, right? 24/7, 365 days, they can create a version of the perfect employee that they would want, and it would go ahead and handle all their inbound calls on their behalf.